Now the game works. We're in. Now they're just gonna is in here. There we go. Finally. I'm so sorry for this. Hear the sound in the background here. So, sim didn't go exactly as planned. How it is sometimes. I believe you guys should see. So, welcome finally here to the Sochi Autodrome circuit. 5.8 kilometers, 18 turns, 12 to the right, 6 to the left. There's 2 DRS zones, one on the primary straight and one on the back straight. There's a speed trap into turn 2. As we see here from the results from qualifying, Bro That Mule is going for pole position. Sidden's right behind him with 1/10 behind. Grass on P3, 3/10 behind. Euro 4. Maverick P5. Arco P6. So, now the race will go soon on the way. Everybody advances. So, this is the Russian Autodrome, which was first held in 2014 when Lewis Hamilton won. He actually won the 4 previous races there as well. Drivers on the grid today, be cautious about the narrow track. There's not much runoff in the turns. You have to give individual driver the respect. Division 1, they raced here yesterday, and they actually had 3 safety cars, if I don't remember correctly. Most of these issues were with the racing line. So, while we are waiting here, I'll just check that the stream is running okay. Looks like it is. Here. We're now waiting for the players. This is just getting better and better, isn't it, guys? There we go. So I believe there is going to be a formation lap. The strategy here, which is most used, is the one stop. It's very low tire wear on this track. There has been some changes actually to the roster of Division 2. In the lineup, Top Hats have been promoted to Tier 1. Not that Bad is retired. Cybersin has taken the seat in AlphaTauri, as you see here, which Top Hats left open. So my name is Regent. I'm going to be commentating this today. Originally, I was going to have a co-host here with me today, but because of the delay of the original race of Belgium, as you all know, congratulations to Russell, we got P2. I'm going to fly this solo today. So there's been a few hiccups here, didn't expect. But we're going to race here anyway. So as we see, they're in the formation lap. Bro That Mule, Cybersidden, Grass, Euro, Maverick, Arco. There's not the widest grid, but they're very tightly paced together. Which means there's going to be probably a lot of good racing. And probably not a lot of incident. So, the grid here didn't have everybody attend as we usually do. But from the last race, CRL Jack, DLG 95 and Stormfinder, DNF'd. They did not attend today. The problems lasted an entire week, I suppose. So the weather today, it looks like it's going to be a dry race all the way around. Strategy, as we discussed, is probably going to be a soft medium. Me personally and some others managed to make the softs last for about 13 laps. Then you had to pit for new mediums. If there's a safety car and you start in the mediums, which Grass is actually doing, you might be able to get a free soft set and can use the second soft set if he didn't use all 4 in qualifying. If was a short qualifying, it's probably the case. Favorites today, I think on this grid, Sidden, Grass, Through That Mule, they are the guys with the best pace. With 4 levelized, 5 levelized, and there you go. Looks like there's a good getaway from Through That Mule. Duros got a good run on Grass. Arco, Maverick on the back. We'll just have to see here. Oh, there's 3 wide into turn 1. Ah, Sidden runs wide. Oh, already it's starting to be a gap. Top 3 here. Arco, I don't know what happened. Maybe he spun. In the back there, something happened. I don't believe he had damage. Let's see here. Can't see it from my angle here. It doesn't look like he has front wing damage. I wonder what happened. Probably have to read later. Maverick is getting a good run, and up front here, Cyber's getting a good slipstream. I don't remember the term, but under the bridge here. Quite good. Oh no, bro, that mule is spin. Oh, he's having such good pace, and I believe he's actually had damage as well. Yeah, he's got no front wing. Ah, that's not what he hoped for, I presume. That's a real shame. And he speeds in the pit lane. It all went from good to worse for good to bad for Through That Mule. So annoying when that happens. Oh, Dras is gonna take the chase up to Sidden here. Oh no, Dras as well! And Maverick! Both the Ferraris have spun here. This is not what we hoped for this race here today. Had a lot of these spins here in Division 1 yesterday as well. People just wanna push a little harder than they maybe should. Maverick looks like he came out of it with no damage, but oh, Dras. Has to know he's understeer here. Look, no turning. So, Through That Mule is on a new soft, so he's probably gonna go for the soft here. They are gonna be super worn at the end. Not that good. He has to do it. 22 seconds behind. So, after lap 2, it's quite a different order here. Looks maybe like Sidney had a soft spin as well. Euro is now go up to P1. It's quite the gap now from Euro Sidden and Arco. Oh, there's actually a virtual safety car. Might be a blessing in disguise for the likes of Dras, who now needs to pit for their new front wing. Let's see where he comes out here. So, Euro's leading now under the 50 car. Cyber right behind, Arco, Maverick and Dras. It's quite a bit of gap here. Drive 2 penalty for Euro. He actually had too much delta when the virtual safety car ended. Not good. Now though, let's penalties here. How it looks. Oh no, Arco as well with the drive-through. This could potentially be a Sidden P1, Maverick P2, and actually Dras P3 after the drive-through's been served here. Usually lose about 28 seconds or so in the pits here. Or not, that's with a stop, but now without the stop, maybe 25. That actually puts Drast back in contention. Oh yeah. Didn't speed this time. Very careful. Now, let's jump aboard and see a lap along with Sydney here. Oh, maximum DRS down here. Quickly hooking it to the 4th gear. 5th, 6th, 7th. Hook it on as close as you can. Apex here. Then down to 5th and then you're right. Try to keep the revs down here. Quickly down to 4th. In. Walk it up to 7th to get the speed out of here. Quickly down to 5th. Get in. 6th. Down to 5th again. Preferably if you keep the speed here, you can actually get it up to 7th. Down to 5th again. Maybe 4th even. Get the extra rotation. Run as hard as you can to the line here. Good distance. Up. Stay down to 3rd gear here. Short shift off the 4th to get the extra traction. Maybe 5th to even floor the pedal here. Run wide. Gear. 4th. 5th around here. Extra traction out of the corner. Running down to the last turns. 4th. Hook it in. Up to 5th. Down to 3rd. Gas. That's a very, very clean lap from. Actually now have a 9-second gap to Maverick. This is P2. Euro has now served his drive-through, his P3. Arco, I don't believe, have served his penalty. He actually has, and his P4, and Drast P5. So Drast went from 30 seconds behind now to just 7. Now, contention again. Oh, but there's a yellow flag here. Sector 4. No, it's Arco. Probably spun it the last corner before the straight. This puts Drast right on his tail here. He's now vulnerable. Will he go to the inside? Yes, he will. The outbreak. It looks like he has it. Oh, but Arco does the switchback here. Oh my god! What a save from Arco! Oh no! Oh no, Arco! No, and Arco's out! He's out. This might bring out the safety car. Ah, he had probably from the spin on the straight, he probably overheated his tires. Still try to push on to keep Drast behind. Then he lost it. Drast now P4. 15 seconds behind Euro. There's no safety car yet. So we'll have to see. Euro. It's actually gaining on Maverick. Once 10 seconds now, he's done down to 9. Maverick though, consistent. Not done a lot of mistakes. The only mistake he made was when he did avoiding action for Drast when he spun out. Maverick's on a good pace here. He's actually keeping Euro behind now. He's pulling a gap. Sidden though, 10 seconds ahead of the rest. He's really pulled a gap to the rest of the field here. Actually went to high school with this guy. Also races bikes in real life. Quite a quick man. And he's I believe he's the older player on the field today. Maverick is the veteran of the division. Probably older than most of us. The best Simrig that I've ever seen. And Simrig seems to give him the consistency to have P2 in this race. Euro. I have no idea which setup he is. I haven't talked much to this guy. But he is still in the race. P3 after a drive-through with only 8 seconds behind, so he's quick. He's actually taken 4/10 off Maverick this lap. Have to watch him. It'll be fun to see how he evolves in the race if he can close up to Maverick. Probably after the first stint, we'll probably see him and Maverick have a great battle, I presume. If this is the case, it will probably perhaps maybe be 13 to 15 laps till he catches up to Maverick. Grass. He's probably feeling those softs starting to wear now. Actually not. He has taken a new set. Oh yeah, of course, he changed his wing to give him actually the newest softs on the field. And he is catching up to the rest of the guys. And the rest of the guys here are probably going to be on 10 lap old softs. They're going to start to pop off. And I feel then that we'll see Dras maybe drastically pull in the gap. If he exploits this window enough, he can actually catch up to the guys in front. And when they pit, he can do a matching pit, equalize the tire situation. We'll have to see what he does. Euro, as said, he has now taken a second off the... he has actually found a great amount of pace on this lap. He has taken a second out of Maverick. Maybe Maverick has done a mistake, as he actually side Sidden has taken out 2 extra seconds of the gap as well now. Let's follow Maverick for a lap here. Like we have an audio bug, but that's okay. Actually, a pretty good line straight. Got it. It's his end of the lap here. See how Sidden does. Looks like Sidden is just cruising now. He's in the cruise mode. Just finished his stint before it probably goes over to the mediums. The interesting thing is going to be Dras. Because as you see, he's pulling in the gap pretty hard. He's like taking 2 seconds out of Euro now. And he's on the freshest tires. And when these softs of the leaders are popping off, Dras is definitely not out of this. Not out of this yet. Still got a lot more to give here. Okay. Right aboard with Sidden here. Seen it. Oh no. Maverick has gotten a 3-time penalty. Probably run wide in the high-speed SS. Really easy here to get penalties. When you really start to come in the groove and you really start to go like pushing, it's really easy to like slide a little bit off with the tire off the curb here. This section you are usually pretty good in terms of called the track limits here. I will maybe show you now in Sidden in the next track here. He's probably all the way. Yeah, he's already in here. These are the places on this track where you're the most likely to pick up the track warnings. It's the high speed in the 4th gear here. You can very easily slide onto the left one here. He did it perfectly though, so there's no track limits there. Also, if you hug the wall too tight here, you also got track limits. And here, if you misjudge your braking point here and run wide, that's also a warning. Those are like the worst spots, and then you come to the next section here. Also very easy because for a good lap time you need to push here. It's when you go in here and the left side here you can run very easily wide, and the next one. Here like the turn actually cambers away from you. So you get a lot of understeer here. Maverick here is coming through the section where he got the penalty. Yeah, now he's a lot more respecting the corner more. The lines. Euro though. No, there you see. Perfect example of what we were just talking about. The Euro is pushing though. Maverick has the 3-second as well. He is now taken in 2 seconds since we last visited him from his point of view. So he is pushing. But those lap those softs now are going to start to pop off. You're going to see a lot of more understeering moments from them. And if you have a very oversteery setup, your rears would actually start to begin to struggle as well. You would struggle more for traction. Maverick does not seem like he has any problem with traction here. The pit window is open, lap 10 to 14. But considering that there was a virtual safety car... Oh, actually, Sydden is pitted already for the mediums. They can easily go to the end. This is a good undercut. I like to see what the rest is going to do now. Are they going to extend their stint to have fresher tires in the end? Or are they going to answer his pit now? Let's follow with the leader here with Maverick. Let's see what he does. You see Dras now. I said he wasn't out of contention with 30 seconds. He's now only 4 seconds off the leaders. He actually just now picked up a penalty as well. He's really closing in the gap. We're on for maybe some very, very interesting racecraft here in the end. When everybody got fresh tires and it's just pace left. Sydden has also taken almost a second off on his outlap on those mediums, so they are really more grippy, telling you that the softs are already starting to go off. Sydden is flying through the field here on his medium. Let's see now what they do. Are they keeping their strategy? I think the strategy usually recommends you to pit around lap 11 on this track. We'll see if they do the undercut here, if they're staying out. Maverick staying out. Euro is going in to answer the undercut of Sydden. Already lost 2 seconds to Sydden on this in lap. Here comes Sydden. Sydden's most likely going to catch Maverick on this lap. We will run aboard him afterwards. Dras has also opted to stay out. Understandable, because he has some pretty new softs. And I don't think he has a new medium set. I don't know if he's going to go for the medium or if he's going for a new pair of softs. He's like the Joker now in the pack. Have to see what he and the team decides to do. But Ferrari here looking pretty good for maybe a 1-2. Sydden runs wide. Like Maverick actually have some pace left in the tires. I have to see now. Let's see how much Sydden eats here in half a lap. Yeah, he's only 3/10 into the corners. Really going. I will expect Maverick to actually pit now. Or it might be that Maverick taking an extra lap. So that Dras, oh, that doesn't make sense either. They have decided to just maybe have the fresher tires in the end here. Euro not finding the same pace against Dras. He's actually losing time to Dras on the tires. Dras softs are still in contention. Maybe Dras has kept a bit of a life in the tires because he needs to make those softs work at least 4 or 5 more laps. Oh, Maverick went into the pits now. He noticed he was losing a lot of time. Sydden set the fastest lap of 1:33.8. Better the mediums is now quicker. Oh no, Maverick has to change the front wing as well. It's gonna put him behind. The question is, will he... Oh, Euro as well is in. What does happen here? Ah, damaged front wing. That's gonna get to the... You have... Of course he can still pull the gap, but he needs to really be pushing it down. So... Now it's actually reshuffling of the field here. Sydden is now P1 as he was before. Dras is now taking over P2 and Maverick is taking P3. Ferrari looking for some good points here. Here are the also good points in P4. But I don't think it was the race he was hoping for. I think it might be the second time he needs to go in the pits, have a long pit stop, which is costing him time. Let's just run aboard with him in this outlap here. Maybe he's having a bit of extra pace. If you have driven and caught up to the rest of the guys with damage, I'm very impressed. He's actually catching up to Maverick here. Maverick is catching up to Dras very slowly. Dras' tires is probably now starting to... Oh, he's in the pits. And he's going for the mediums. So there we have it. The question now is, will Maverick actually pass him here? I think he will. It's gonna be close. And Maverick's ahead. Maverick now takes over P2. Yeah, the rest is right behind here. Now the Ferrari guys, they can actually now start to work together. Maybe, we've got to remember, Sydney is now out in front, he has no DRS. Maverick and Dras can now actually work together. Using ERS and using each other's DRS and ERS. Slipstream each other up to Sydney if they work together. It's a hard strategy to do though, but they are the only full team on the grid right now. They might be able to do it. Euro though, caught up again. Euro's got some pace around here as well. He's just been unlucky. Drive-throughs, damaged wings. Dras is really catching up to Maverick around here. Maverick just in front here. The team orders in here, or is it just racing? A good exit out of here. So did Maverick actually had a very good last sector. It's up 3 tenths. But Dras get a very good exit on the back straight here. But still, seems like Maverick had a better exit. He's pulling away on the straights. Euro as well, not really able to close the gap. Sitting though consistently in front. Getting the pack 33 seconds. Maverick though is actually catching slightly. 33.8 is the gap now. We'll just have to see a little bit later what it is. Dras though, very quick through the second sector. He's actually gone up tenths now. Another one here. And another one here. Very soon he's gonna have the DRS on Maverick. Question is, Maverick have the pace to like keep up with the DRS? The thing is here, that if Dras now has the better pace than Maverick, they can just swap places. Dras can then actually further help Maverick by dragging him along in the DRS on the straights. Then just Maverick have to use his DRS in the rest of the cornering and stuff to just keep up with him so that he gets DRS on the straights, and they can actually then pull out a gap to Euro. Make sure he doesn't cut up. But the pace of these two Ferraris now is actually pretty good. Euro has actually lost a second on this lap. Sydney and Maverick are actually identical on pace right now. Just running along with Dras here. He's probably gonna do the overtake here in a second. Oh, the blinking, the light is flashing on Maverick. Probably out of ERS now. Let's see it. What kind of defense will Maverick put up here? Gonna definitely have DRS on this straight. Maverick has a good exit though. Eric's probably going to use the last of his ERS. His light is flashing. He's out of ERS right now. This is going to be a late move, if anything. Oh no, he's thinking better of it. Like there's any team orders here. He's racing. Which is good for us. Oh, Dress almost taking out the front wing there and taking out his teammate. They're probably going to give Maverick the room to be ahead for one more lap. That's a good exit there. Maverick doesn't have any RS. He's probably gonna get him here. We get so much overspeed on the end of this straight. Just look at the closing speed when they come to the end. Maverick's trying to break the slipstream here. Oh, the overspeed. Oh, he's got him. Very clean move here by Dras. Question now. Will Maverick follow him? Oh no, Maverick! He's out! He's hit the wall! The dirtier caught him off and he oversteered, lost the back. That's such a shame. They were guaranteed so good points here if they just kept it on track. Ah, it's not what you want to see. Ferrari possible 2-3 went out there. Here comes Euro to see the scene of the crime here. That means actually the podium is set, guys. There's these three guys are gonna be on the podium. And the interval between these are pretty significant. Sidden ahead of 34 seconds. Dras is 21 seconds ahead of Euro. Penalty wise, we can check here now. Sidden has 3, Dras has 3, Euro has 6. So maybe Sidden is maybe then gonna go for maybe a set of soft for free pit stop to actually ensure the extra point here for the fastest lap. If he's thinking about it. I don't know what he's thinking about. But if that was me, I would do that. It's getting... This race has thinned itself pretty much out. Not many drivers left in this. And I'm alone here in the commentary box. And I'll try my best, guys. There's not a lot of racing going on other than people doing well consistent lap here. People just on their own pace. Consistently not doing any mistakes. As long as you finish now, you have good points for both your team and the Drivers' Championship. And who knows, if you perform well in Division 2, usually there's room in Division 1, you get a seat there. And for anybody who's watching, maybe want to do these kind of stuff, league races, have a commentary, watch it later, have some friendly banter with the rest of the guys here in the CRL Racing League, feel free to join us. There's a lot of open seats in Tier 2. I think it's 6 seats. That's open in Tier 2 right now. So, want to join? Just let us know. I believe maybe the link to the Discord is in this Twitch channel. If not, I'm gonna ensure that it will be posted up here as soon as I possibly can after the end of this stream. So let's just go back here to see a little of the pacing. Now, at this point, Sidden is leading. He is 32.8 ahead of Dras. And Euro has 23.4. Yeah, and Dras has 23.6 to Euro. The thing is though, these meets can easily go a lot longer. They said that like the 50% mark, I think, is around 15 to 16 laps. They start to come under the 50% of the efficiency scale. If your setup is set to like that you have the lower temperatures, it can go a lot longer. You can probably have very good effect of them up to 20 laps. In which case, Sidden's pace really is not gonna fall off that much. Question is if he has a very aggressive setup on that controller. the rears go off pretty quick. And you see there, it's already snapping out. And if then the rear guys then have a lot of more tire and just keeping them a bit cooler, they will probably catch up in the end here. As for now, time seems really identical to what there was. Cheers guys, just gonna have a drink here. Personally, I must say though that the pace in Tier 2 is incredibly good. The example here is Sydney. I think he has a 130.1, is enough to qualify, actually qualify quite high in Tier 1. Graz as well, Euro, Maverick, Rodamule and Arco, all of these guys are actually pretty quick guys. So when it's unfortunate events that have cost people have other stuff to do in real life, which has went to them not being able to attend today, but that's just how it is. And many, of course, if there's more fans there, they actually watch the official F1 race. There's a lot of rain in Belgium today, and that caused like the race to really be delayed a lot. I think it was about 4 hours, and that eventually made this race to be postponed till the official race was over, which at that point many people could not attend today. Which is a shame, but it is but it is what it is. Grass though, as we said here with these tire conditions, he's actually now taken 3 seconds off Sydney, and that solidifies it at 133.5. He's really putting the pace up now. Now the fuel is gonna, they only have 7 laps of fuel left in the cars, and they have fresher tires than Sydney. Sydney though, I know the control is more prone to have overheating wear on the back tires. Maybe that actually is the case now. Maybe he's just maybe he knows he has 30 seconds, there's no need to push. If that's the case, that's a mature way of racing here. Just ensuring the win and not get any not do any mistakes that will cause you to DNF and lose. That's 5 points. The Thrash though is on for the second place here, and the extra point for the fastest lap. Is really flying though. Euro as well has actually fallen back, but that's probably a result of Dress. Pretty good pace right now. Now, alright. Still 3-3. And the tires. Cyber is now on 10 lap old mediums. Rest on 6 lap old. Euro is 7 lap old. Raz is now actually taking 4 seconds. This might be. He is probably around 133.5 here as well. Sidden can actually take this single point back if he hits. I think he actually will get away with a pit as well. But you can see Sidden is not actually pushing that much now. Just cruising along here. Let's actually follow Dras here because he's pushing. Yeah, he's flat out. Maximum commitment here. He is hunting. All the more to him for not giving up on 27 seconds is a long way. Considering that Dras spun earlier and had to do a front wing change, I would say he's doing pretty good here in P2. All the time. Oh yeah, he's pushing. It's very easy though to let you like get that like tense focus where you just push and push. Very easy to go over the limit. Grass is now very close to the limit. Let's hope he doesn't go over it. I'll have to see. He's not giving up anytime soon as he takes another second. That lap. Edge of grip here. Now actually I think maybe Sidness. Grass doesn't taking up that much time anymore. And Euro is struggling now. Euro has lost 5 seconds. Top guys here are actually on a pretty strong pace right now. Euro's lost 5 seconds in the last 2 laps. Cars are probably struggling here. Certainly here that a much lower rev range here. Or the tire life and traction. Probably just saving up the tires. If potentially Dras is actually catching up. Which I don't think will happen. We only got 5 laps left here. Dras though. 1 more second this lap it looks. See there. Takes 1 more second, last 4 laps is gonna be 22 seconds behind anyway. Probably the engineers are telling Dras to maybe take it a bit slower. Because there is no way now that he will catch up Sid, and that's the reality here. Better to just take the points you have than it all. Sidneyers control the race. What happens when you basically don't do mistakes? Kept out of the incidents and in the start, and he also managed the race after. Good strategy with the undercut onto the mediums. On that lap alone, he gained 3 seconds on the rest. And now he's just managing the race. Not really pushing, you can hear him off the throttle. The high risk places. A very mature drive. Dras though, still pushing. Just right along with this guy. He's on a mission. He has the fastest lap. He has great points. Great for us to see him pushing though. Maybe flying a bit, but might be good for his championship. Crashes out. Strong pace from Blasto. Now the tire situation is actually 13, 10, 10 as well. Oh, you here. That's a corner cut. I'm just amazed though. He must have a very high ride height because usually if you go over that curb, you get launched. But he was like clearing it. These probably have a very high ride height setup to be able to take the curbs. Interesting. Close to the wall. Wide line. Still, it's going to be a podium. Good consistent. Shame about the drive-through penalty he got under the virtual safety car. And that is the thing on this game. If you are under the virtual safety car, and say you have 5/10 up, and then it comes a turn and the safety car is ended, and you just get 0.0.01 in the red, you're getting a drive-through. That's just how it is. Virtual safety cars are for safety reasons, and I guess that's just how it is in them. It's a shame though. I really think about it, that would ruin Euro's race. Because if he lost 25 seconds in the pit, that means he would be 10 seconds, 10 seconds behind Sid. Then would go behind Madras, which in that point, as they were actually pretty close at one point, maybe he could have benefited of DRS for Madras in the first stint, pull him along. That's just how it goes sometimes. Madras still, he's pushing, not letting off. Still, he actually took as we were looking at Euro and chatting, he's actually taken 2 seconds off Sin. And it is as I expect though, that Sin is just cruising now to ensure the win. Madras is flying. Actually raced a lot against Dras in the weekends and stuff just for fun. Pretty quick guy. Where it is when you are unlucky and getting penalties and change an extra wing, that takes time. Considering how far the gap between Sid and Dras, considering wing change and the spin, and a whole lap without a wing, not bad at all. As you can clearly see on the pace here. But we can see here today that consistency has been the name of the game today. Not the fastest laps, most consistent laps. Now ensuring Sid, I would say now the guaranteed win here, as long as he doesn't bend it in the last 1.5 laps. Which I doubt he will. For a drive that has been today. Just amazed about Dras. He's like, respect though, even though there's no chance, still pushing on to like he very end. He's actually taken 10 seconds in this stint, so he has had an amazing second stint. Whew. But I have a feeling that all this pushing has actually made his tire overheat a bit. Usually here you can spin very easily. Managing it well. Euro though. Yeah, look at Euro. He's going for the fast lap on the softs here. Let's see. Let's see after. Let's follow the leader here for the checker flag here. Didn't gonna lap. Euro's actually in front there. The Euro is on his out lap now for the softs. Then gonna cross the finish line. For Sid, so we will get the hot lap. I'm just a bit excited to see if he can actually take the fastest lap from Dras here. It's a good move from Euro though. It's maximizing the points. Oh, Sid, no. Just gave me there on the last lap, he says. Only 3 cars, but still. Stuff like that makes your heart pump, doesn't it? For sure he's gonna bend it into the wall there. It's been such a sad race to such a great run. A sad end to such a great run. Sorry for my bad English, I'm from Norway. My primary language, but I'm doing my best. Oh no, Euro! He bend it across the... but Sindal comes through to win the Russian Grand Prix here in Division 2 with an immensely sure, consistent and quick drive. Here comes Dras in a brilliant second after he bent it, lost the wing, and he's bent it to the end. Just made it over the line though, so it's gonna count, I guess. I think Euro though, during the last parade lap of today's race. Immense performance from him as well. He has had a bad luck. He's been consistent, kept out of trouble. He's getting the place. There was good points guaranteed for everyone today. the guys that had the more chill in their stomachs wanted consistency instead of outright pace. I've actually been rewarded significantly in the standings today. Actually been, considering it's only been so few, it's actually been a good race. I have at least enjoyed myself watching these guys. It's always funny to watch the Division 2 and Division 1. They are actually streamed on this platform every weekend, Saturdays and Sundays. There comes Euro for the last time. He's not bending it this time. And that's the end of the race, guys. So we have that's surprisingly actually fun to watch, even though it wasn't very much wheel-to-wheel racing. But it was still a lot of good strategy calls. AlphaTauri now in the top step. I believe this will keep them as P1 in the structures, with Ferrari as second, and I'm not sure if Mercedes the third, but I'll have to see after the race. At least we got more racing from racing out of this race and stream than the real race today. So here's the standings. Tybers on P1 for the AlphaTauri. Grass P2 for the Ferrari. Euro on P3. Grass, extra point for him for the fastest lap. 1:33.5. Maverick was on for some good points, but unfortunately he did spin out the last stint. I believe it was in lap 22. Arco and Bruta Mule, the same fate. Thank you for me today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. It was a bit of a struggle to get it up in the start. My first time actually streaming anything. But I've enjoyed it. It's been a good race. It's been fun. And I'm looking forward to doing it again next Sunday. I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you guys for tuning in. And have a good night.